Hey yo, what's up guys? It's Mike Yahoo back again with another banger. Today I'll be watching Dreamcast Guy. Three big things we learned from the PS5 teardown. You know, before we get into this video guys, please subscribe. You know, we start off small. I realize 1K bit too much. Look, if we get to 100 subs, I'll buy a mic. Like, we need to be taking steps to upgrade the content, but there's just no one here. It's sad. It really is. It makes me cry. Anyway, guys, enough with the joking. Let's get right into the video.
Talking today about the PlayStation 5 because we finally know the last major details about it. Up until now, we know the really important stuff like the release date, the price, the launch games, but the final thing that people have been curious about is what's inside the system itself. What is this thing actually going to do? How is it going to work? Well, today I'm actually up way before the sun has even risen. It's very early in the morning. I'm actually currently alive only because of Red Bull, and we're going to be digging into some tech stuff. And I feel like what's happened this morning, it's very, very revealing in some positive ways. So as you can see here, this is over on the PlayStation blog, and they're doing a PlayStation 5 teardown, an inside look of our most transformative console yet. Now this is a 7-minute long video. I will link it down below. They show us a lot of different stuff about the system that we just hadn't seen before. And there's 3 things in here that I find very, very crucial, even if you don't care about GPUs or clock speeds or solid state drives. There is some very good information in this that I'm very, very happy that we have confirmed.
Did I just catch something? This guy really just said, even if you don't care about the GPU and CPU. Those are the main things you should be worrying about. Because SSDs, even though these man gigawank the PS5 SSDs do make games load faster. But also it's not the end of the world if you have a hard drive. But the GPUs, in my opinion, is obviously more important. So just look out for those things. Don't listen to what this guy's waffling on. Makes no sense, bro.
Now let's look at number 1, which is actually here at the top, the size. This is one of the concerns I had. Let me just say this honestly. I don't have a very big entertainment center. I always think that I have to try and keep things very, very well sized and placed. My little bins here that have like my PlayStation 4 and my Xbox, these are like about 1.5 foot each. You know, they're decently sized. They fit a normal console, but I was a little bit nervous with some of those leaked photos and stuff that the PlayStation 5 was going to be a very big boy. This does confirm it. Even when you're seeing it from different angles and stuff, like, look at how wide this system is. The PlayStation 5, the rumor was that it was going to be one of the biggest consoles ever.
Let me not lie. At least to me, the PS5 is fucking butters. It's so ugly. And it's looking kind of fat. It's looking a bit too big. Just looking at like where I put my consoles right now, I don't think I could like stand it up vertically. So I'm gonna have to just like maybe hide it or something. Cause I'm still getting the PS5, no matter if it's like big, small, whatever. I don't really give a fuck. All the man them are getting it, so I'm getting it. But I'm also getting the Xbox because I want to flex. You know, you gotta be flexing out here on these niggas. But it don't really matter too much the way it looks, as long as it performs. But that's the main issue for me.
It's very easy to do. I'm happy that the stand is easy to use, but let's face it, this doesn't really matter. What's cool to me is this. You can actually remove the top and bottom plates, and even in the video they use the term very easy to do. So I think this pretty much confirms. I think the reason they're doing this isn't just to try and show, like, hey, you can snap our system apart if you want. I think that this is a sign that we're going to get some of those customizable skins. Do you remember when we used to get, like, those cheesy decals for the Xbox 360 so you could make it look like Gears of War? Or if you really, really loved Crackdown, you could put, like, the Crackdown zombies from Crackdown 2 on there. I think that this is cool. I mean, I'm kind of a fan for customization. I like whenever you can get a console and put that flair on it. You can do that thing that makes it your particular system. And I'll just be honest, no matter what, if they release a Spider-Man 1, even if it is a crappy, low-quality JPEG or something, I'm definitely buying a Spider-Man skin for mine. Because God of War is great. You know, I'm super glad that the next God of War is probably going to be fantastic, but a Spider-Man PlayStation 5 that I get to make myself? Heck freaking yeah.
I do not trust the people that PlayStation have been letting review their console, because if we do a bit of that Sherlock Holmes level detection, we will see that all their videos on the PS5 is like paid promotion. If you see anyone reviewing it, it's paid promotion. So I can't trust that. And the video itself, the teardown, is by PlayStation. So I would want some third parties reviewing it. I don't want them to be paid for it or anything, because obviously that'll make it biased. It's like, did I just see? I remember looking on recommended, like I was looking for video to film, and I saw that your average consumer got a Xbox Series X to review. So I would just love if Sony done that more, but they're clearly nervous about something. I'm just saying. If this man loves customizing so much, on God, I hate to be that guy, but just get a PC. I'm sorry. I had to say it. Me, personally, I've got this PC right here. Let me just slap it real quick. You hear that? That sounds like it's metal, right? I'm trying to build a new one when like all the Xboxes are released or whatever. I'm trying to build my PC, or upgrade it, so it looks like the Series X, because even though everyone's like, it looks like a fridge, I kind of like it, you know. I like the vertical design and all that. I think it just looks clean, looks simple, better than this long thing I have right here. Need to downsize it. I just hate it taking up space. This guy is literally a simp for Sony. Man said if they release some low quality, dead skin for it, he'll still cop it. Never in my life. Like, these lot don't know. I be working for my money. I can't be investing it in some shit. I have to be getting the quality. That's why I'm also trying to get a new graphics card as well. We're getting quality. We're not getting none of this AMD, because I've got the RX 580 Sapphire right now. We're trying to get rid of that. That's so, you want NVIDIA. You want a 30 series, probably gonna get. I know they're gonna release a 3060. If they do, I'll either get that or I'll get like a 20 series card, because let me not lie, I don't even play anything mad like that. I just play Rust and CS:GO and Valorant. So it's nothing too mad. And I don't really care about 4K, 60, all of that. I just want 1080p 60. I don't even have a 4K TV or monitor.
Now, the final thing I want to talk about is one that's a little bit more detailed. So there has been some pictures and stuff going around now about how the PlayStation 5 is going to keep itself cool. There have been some rumors that there's been some difficulty with the Xbox Series X. The quote is hot like a fireplace. It sounds like some of the people that have the Xbox Series X are claiming that it puts off a lot of heat. But I don't think that some people realize that this is a good thing. Systems are supposed to be putting off heat, mostly because if it's pushing the heat out of the system, that's a good sign. It's showing that all the expensive tech inside of it isn't just melting because you plugged it in. Well, now that we're having this detailed teardown, we're seeing things like the liquid metal cooling, the fan, which look at the size of his hand compared to this fan. This is an enormous fan, and we're seeing the actual heat sink itself. Now, I want to talk about this fan. I have talked to people and they've basically said that bigger fans like this are great because that's typically the secret to a quiet console. The bigger the fan, the slower it can move. It doesn't have to be, if you have a bunch of really teeny tiny fans, they have to spin at a million miles an hour to try and actually keep up with the heat that's being put off, right? It's the only way to keep the thing from exploding in your household and making it look like El Diablo is to try and keep it cooled off. This big fan is probably the reason why we keep seeing those quotes of the PlayStation 5 is whisper quiet. Oh, I didn't even know it was on.
So it makes no difference. This is the last thing I have to address with this video. He's talking about the PS5, it runs so quiet. But think about this. We have to put on our big brain caps right now. If you have to pay someone to say that your console is quiet, what does that show? They're clearly insecure because the PS4 Pro runs like it's a NASA rocket taking off and going into orbit. Why, when you switch on the PS4, is going making all that? Nah, that can't run. You're ruining it. It's just not a that thing. Let's not ride or die for Sony. If I ask them, is your PS4 loud? They'll say yes, because it's just like that. So they're clearly trying to, keep the noise on a downer so people would think it's an improvement, everyone will buy it. So that's it, guys. I cannot stretch this video out any longer. You know, like if you love it, dislike if you don't. I don't really care. But the most important thing to do is subscribe because it just shows me that you care and you love the videos. It's just a that thing. And if you want to see more bangers, hit the bell and you'll be notified whenever I make a new one. I make it whenever I feel like it. Let me not lie, there is no schedule. But I make it semi-regularly. But I might disappear and you'll never hear from me. But, we keep on a shh thing. You get me? In a bit, you man.